68% of India resides in rural areas. CORD's area of operation is rural India. The program of CORD is people-centered, people-driven. Our idea is that to unfold the potentials of the people, it is important we bring them to the center stage. And there's a great advantage in doing so. When people come in collectives, not only do they help individuals, they help the whole collective together. They start deciding their own programs, designing it, and start prioritizing it. So it helps us a lot to get them. Then our effort and their effort is just 1 and 1, not 2. It's 1 and 1, 11. So we get a lot of their potentials unfolded very easily. The idea of CORD is now to work more and more into remote rural India which are not accessible, and to reach out to them. The unit of our work is a panchayat, because constitutionally rural India has been divided into panchayats, so that we can take advantage of all the government programs that are coming in and mainstream the people with the various facilities provided by the government. When one focuses on people not in an isolated program, but in all the multi-dimensional aspects of rural life, then you are addressing everything that they require, and you make a cumulative effort, and there you get cumulative results. When you just do isolated efforts in health alone, then the other things are left out and we are not able to make a dent. But we work together in all the programs and all the issues that are required. It helps us to leverage one with the other. CORD's efforts in remote rural India has started giving very good results. We are very confident that this kind of work can be replicated and scaled up in many ways. But it's not a very rapid progress that you will see. It takes around 4 to 5 years to get the momentum come in. But once the momentum is there, then the sky is the limit. And people will stop migrating and crowding our cities. They do not go out and live in very harsh conditions in slums. It makes their family life much better. Children grow up much happier with their parents around them all the time. And the village life, which is so full of its richness, its diversity, their happiness, and the Indian culture is so different from one village to another, we will be able to preserve it. The idea is to also make each village be proud of their own culture. And once they become prosperous, they will become proud about it. So the idea of CORD is to bring rural prosperity the rural way, and it is possible. We have seen it in many areas, and then we start learning a lot more when we start working with them. Our whole program learns from the people a lot, because when you bring people into the center stage, they start giving their own beautiful ideas. They don't think it's such a great idea, but it's really a very great idea at a very low cost. And because it's their decision, they take ownership, they take responsibility, and they make it happen. So it's that easy. Once few people in the village start becoming prosperous, other people who may have been left out because they thought it was not anything very special to do, they'll start thinking, oh, we thought agriculture was not such a big thing. But when they see that, oh, agriculture can bring you prosperity when it is integrated with other kinds of non-farm sector and farm sector activities, and when they can work in various ways to earn money, the whole family, and be very happy together, they start, looking at each other, copying, imitating. And if we make one area very well, one panchayat taking part in local self-government, becoming so empowered to write their own resolutions, make sure that it happens, going out to the government offices, to the banks, and another chapter opens up in their life. And now that India has become so digitalized, and when rural people start using smartphones, it's very empowering. It's like when we get empowered when we're youngsters, start driving a car, you suddenly feel, oh, you're free. So it's same for the people here. And the internet is accessible in areas where it is accessible. I was stunned when one woman said, oh, मैं तो fashion download करती हूँ और fashion copy करके now I have gotten market in another area, built up a market. So one wouldn't have thought of this kind of designing by people and picking up other things. So a prosperous village will make it happen that rural India will be treated with the kind of dignity it should be getting, the kind of place it should get in our whole map. And it's not about only emphasizing on children's health, education and social issues. It's also about creating a pride in themselves. These are important because we have to bring out equality in social issues of health and education, but giving them opportunities. Poverty is just not about, material deprivation. It is a denial of rights, opportunities that people get or do not get. And also poverty dehumanizes people in many ways, disempowers them greatly with its discrimination. So when we move out into areas where we see vulnerable populations, by vulnerable population I only don't mean the scheduled caste, the scheduled tribes or the very poor. I also want to talk about that section of our society that is left out very often. These are mostly the disabled persons, single women, many of them may be widow, but many often they're deserted women too. And they live a very, very difficult life, all alone with no one to look after them. But once the community comes in to help them, a lot of changes take place. And then suddenly they realize that they need not depend on anyone else. They can be quite self-reliant. So when they start blossoming in that way and start showing their own potential, your heart fills with so much joy. God, she's got so much potential and she's realizing it, and she's so happy, and she's going to be able to make many more people happy by her own example. And other people who are right in the fringes, in the periphery will look at her, and if someone else is depressed will know, okay, if she can do it, I can do it too. So that is about the single woman. And the other one section that I find are left out are the old people. India's life expectancy is now reaching high. It's around 68 years. So you have many more people who are getting old in the villages. And our families are no more joint families, even in the village. They're becoming nuclear families. And very often we find that people, whether it's rural or urban India, who are getting old, are really being neglected. It's almost like I tell them कि तुम अपने parents को आवारा बना रहे हो जैसे आवारा गाय को भी रास्ते पे छोड़ देते हो. Now should you let the guy be on the road who's supported you for so many years, and your parents, make them happy. They don't want too much. They don't even require too much material. They only want your love and your time, or some time of yours. And I have found that a small program of respecting the elders in a village function, in the Mela Mandals, it makes the old people very, very happy. Even a little shawl or little flowers that you keep, they don't even throw it, they keep it preserved, like I would keep some flowers from the temple preserved for many times. They will keep it preserved because they've been honored with that. And others in the village see the happiness of that family who's looking after their old people. So they want to copy each other, because everyone is actually doesn't understand that giving brings you so much happiness. So I have seen that when we started doing this village programs, lot of village women and men have come forward to support them, and still we get very difficult cases of old people getting neglected or left on the streets just to survive on their own. But we've seen a lot of goodness come out of it.